Hi YouTube, speak Karen. Got back from the doctor's about half hour ago, and I'll give you an update on what he said. Now this is a new doctor, so I had to have all that blood work and all those tests done, and didn't have a lot of good news for me. Um, he said the reason that I passed out when they were drawing my blood, he thinks anyway, and according to the EKG, that I'm having many strokes again. He said that my heart rate is only at 78. My blood pressure is too low, and I got swelling of my feet and ankles, and that weight, 20 pound weight gain, he says, is not food. With the bloating in my stomach, some days, I have this great big belly, looks like I'm 9 months pregnant, and other days it's just a normal old age little flabby belly there. But yeah, he said he scheduled me for go see a heart doctor on July 11th. Get that appointment. He wants EKG, cardiogram, and no, what is it? Not a cardiogram. Electrogram, some test, anyways, and a stress test. And my kidneys are fine. My urine came back good. That's a good thing. But my diabetes has gone off the charts. My A1C was 8.6. He did not like that. So I told him it's been running high. I hadn't been to the doctor in 6 months until I went a week ago Monday. So, I told him they did the blood work right there, which they don't normally do. So I went ahead and had 2 cups of coffee, and I ate breakfast. So normally I'm only drinking 1 cup of coffee because of the GERD is so bad that I can't drink any more than 1 cup. Maybe a cup and a couple of sips. But he said, I said that wasn't fair because I knew I was going to have to get blood work, but it's usually done downtown, and I can't get an appointment for like a week, so I weren't concerned. And they said that they would factor that in. He said even factoring that in, it was still way too damn high. That's what he said. So he put me on another diabetes pill. So I told him I don't take, he said, you're taking the metformin 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day. I said, I ain't gonna lie. I'm taking it 2 times a day because it constipates me. So he said he'd give me a stool softener, and I have to go back to taking 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day, and he'd give me another glipizide. He upped that, and then he'd give me another pill, glutathione or something. So now I take 3 pills for the diabetes instead of the 2. What else? Thyroid is not doing good, and I don't know how that goes. Is it underactive? It's not working right, and overactive, it's working too hard or whatever. But mine's the one that's not working. It's not working right. It's some of the weight gain, but he said not a lot. He thinks the heart is doing all of that because it's fluids. Because he tapped on my belly. Because they happened to be bloated out like I'm 9 months pregnant, so he was tapping on it, and he listened to it with the stethoscope. And he said that's all fluid. I can hear it, moving, swishing in there when I move your belly. And my ankles happen to be like this today. I got my slides, which are way too big as a normal rule. They're too wide. They fit, but they're wide. I have a narrow foot, and these are wide, so they were rubbing. And he didn't like that. So we talked about the heart doctor and getting those tests done. He did give me, my cholesterol was high, And I understand that because my cholesterol has been doing good ever since I went on cholesterol medicine. It's been perfect. But they said it was high, so he changed that from 25 milligrams to 50 twice a day. And the urine sample came back okay. Nothing was wrong there, so I don't have a kidney infection or urinary tract infection or anything like that. Kidneys are not stopped functioning or nothing. They check that every 3 months because of the medicine I take. What else? I don't know. I was back there like 35 minutes talking and going over medications. And he prescribed 3 new ones and took away 2. So I didn't gain anything. I stopped. He had called them in time we got back over this way. They were ready, so my normal month. Well, I get them twice a month. I get them on the first of the month, and I get them on the middle of the month. So some of them are the first of the month. But this is my bag of meds. You can see it there. These are the new ones. And these are the regular ones. Just a big old bag of pills. So I'm still taking bag full of pills. I'm still taking took away one but prescribed 2, so I'm still taking 27. No, I'm still taking 28. You took away 1, that would have put 27, but you prescribed 2. So yeah, I'm still taking 28 pills a month. Didn't get nowhere there fast. I tried. Yeah, he did take away the blood pressure pill, but he put me back on Lasix. So he told me to take two Lasix a day. I think they're 25 milligrams. 20 milligrams. He told me to come home, get on my own scales, and because I had gained 4 pounds since Monday, not this Monday, last week Monday, the 3rd. I gained another 4 pounds. So he told me to take 2 of those a day, weigh myself when I got home on my own scale, see what it said, write it down, and then take Lasix. And then later on this afternoon, before he said about 5 hours before bed, take another one. So I won't be up all night urinating. And then get up in the morning and weigh myself. And do that for 5 days. And I should have lost 5 pounds. If I lost 5 pounds in 5 days, continue it. If I haven't lost 5 pounds, don't bother with it for the next 5 days. Just do it on, 1 a day. But he said I should take one when I got home, weigh myself, take one, and do that twice a day for 5 days, and I should lose 5 pounds. And if I do that for 10 days, another 5 pounds, so for a month. Well, not quite a month. 5 days, 20. Jeez. 20 days, I should have lost that 20 pounds. Well, 24 now, because last Monday it was 20. And I gained another 4 pounds. So I should have lost that. But if I don't lose 5 pounds in the first 5 days, then it's something else that I'm holding water for, which would be my heart. So, back to the Lasix. Back running to the bathroom every 10-15 minutes. I hated that when I had to do that before. But I did lose that 20 pounds before, so it worked. And I had all of a sudden gained like overnight, seemed. It's only been 6 months, so it should not. Even eating food shouldn't gain that much in just 6 months. So yeah, so we're gonna get this thyroid under control, and that's working so that I'm gaining weight. Um, Took me off the steroids for a while, and prescribed that. Took me off the steroids and Trelegy for my COPD, and put me back on albuterol. I have a machine that put over your mask over your face, breathe it in, and I also have the rescue inhaler. So I re-prescribed those and took away the Trelegy and steroid for a while. So I always blame, when I get sudden weight gains like that, I always blame it on the steroids, because they always put me on steroids. I think that was it. I don't know. He gave me a printout of everything we talked about and the medication changes. Piece of computer paper. He printed off everything we talked about stuff because of my memory. Because when I went last Monday, I had another 4 points on my memory test. So it's not diminishing. It's still increasing. So I have to stay on the Alzheimer's meds. He upped them though. He did up those from 5 to 10. Let's see what else. He asked me if I was driving my car. Do you drive a car? I said no. The neurologist told me I couldn't drive because of the memory loss in my legs. Because I can't some days I can, but other days I can't get my leg to react to the gas pedal and brake and stuff. Can't feel them. So he told me I couldn't drive, and then he said good, because I was going to tell you that I'm going to have to send a letter to DMV and tell them that you shouldn't be driving. They need you to, whatever they do, not suspend it, but take it away. Yeah. I said no. He told me I could drive, like little short distances, like here to the grocery store, which is a little less than a mile, like that, if I needed to. But I have Jacob here; he does all the driving. So, but today, from where I am to where my doctor's office is 15 miles. I wouldn't be able to do that. He said absolutely not. So, yeah. He said he'd rather I didn't even do quick trips around town, which I don't. But I don't want to surrender my license either. So. Yeah, he said as long as I didn't drive, then he wouldn't send a letter over. But I said no. Then he asked me if I had a handicap park permit. I said yes. He was going to give me one. And that's about it. I guess we made an appointment for the cardiologist. He wanted a bunch of those 3 tests done. And what else? I don't know. Can't think of anything else right now. I think that was pretty much the basics. So I was hoping for good news, but the good news, yeah, I didn't have anything going on with my kidneys. That was good news. But all the other things they tested for in my blood was bad news. The cholesterol, my A1C. They looked for some infection they thought I might have. It was causing my blood sugar to be high. If you got infections, when you're diabetic, it will raise your sugars. Cellulitis. My grandson had, and his sugar was through the roof until he got rid of the cellulitis. In fact, I had cut myself and didn't tend to it correctly or whatever. I said, no, biggest thing I've done is stub my toe, and I've done that every night for the last 3 nights. Go around my little kitchen bar and stub my toe right on it every time. I have no cuts. So he checked my feet, bottoms and tops. He checked my hands, bottoms and tops, my legs. Pulled up my shirt, checked my belly button. Everything's good. No cellulitis. But so even my hands. don't know if you can see that. See that right there? That's water. That's water retention. And squeeze it. They're swollen. Oh, these things. These little bumps in the night I get. And this is nothing. I was gonna want to really. That's still bruised from the blood last week. That. Got a couple here, but these are just where I. Right there and there. So where I sleep like this, and this hand inside, and my fingernails are growing out again. I think I digged myself. It's just pressure points. But yeah, enough of that. So I'm back on track to get healthy again. I know I just hadn't been feeling good. Really, really tired. He said that could be the heart. Not hungry at all, but gaining all this weight. My blood sugar's spiking. My blood sugar always stays right on point. It's always between 100 and 110. Always on point. First thing in the morning, after I've been asleep all night, it runs 65 or 70. But I just make a cup of coffee and a piece of peanut butter toast, and it goes right back up to 100, 110. So that it stays there the rest of the day. I don't eat lunch. I do my dinner meal, and then I check it, and it's 100, 110. Then I go to bed. So sometime between my 6 to 7 hours that I'm sleeping, it's dropping. And he said that's probably why I'm waking up. So I don't know, because he asked me about did I get 8 hours of sleep. I said no, even with the trazodone, I was only getting 5 to 6. And now I'm sleeping lately I've been sleeping 7 to 8. And I haven't been taking the trazodone, so I don't know, I've just been so freaking tired. And he said probably the reason that I'm waking up like I do, all of a sudden I wake up at 1:30 just like I'm awake. It's probably my sugar dropping, so oh well. We'll get it on track because I'm not going on insulin. I refuse. I think a lot of it is just the way we have to eat like the last couple of months because food is so expensive. I paid $21.50 for 5-pound tube of hamburger. Last month it was 15 something, almost $16. I think it was $15.98. And so I've been eating a lot of pastas and hamburger because chicken breast is, as you know, is through the roof. We buy chicken thighs, which I don't like, so I don't eat them. But Mimes feed them to Jacob. Chicken thighs and hamburger and ham. That's about it for meat. I'm not eating healthy. Eating a lot of beans and rice and pasta. And I know that, but I told him it's all I can afford. You know, my check only goes so far. And I get that healthy benefits card, which is $225 every month. I can use on medicines, over-the-counter products, or food, or pet food, or whatever. So I use that straight up groceries, and then I take 150 to 180 out of my check, put with that, and that's skimping for the month. So yeah, I know that's not good for my diabetes, but I can't afford fresh fruit and fresh vegetables right now. A watermelon here in Florida, $8. You know, strawberries. Plant City grows them. We're famous for Plant City strawberries. $7 a quart. Nah, in my turkey waddle. I just seen that shaking. No, I can't do it. So it's I buy the bags of frozen peaches and strawberries and blueberries. But they're not as good as fresh, but it's all I can do. And a lot of frozen vegetables, because you can't afford fresh vegetables. But I don't do canned because I don't like canned vegetables. But I am doing frozen. And I won't have a garden this year to help out because I can't tend to it. So, and Jake don't have a green thumb, he said. So I'm not going to put a garden in. Oh well. So I wanted to show you, give you the update. Hopefully within, next month when I go back to see him, I think. Ready? I gotta get my appointment card. 7th. Hopefully. What was I gonna tell you when I go back to see him? Hopefully something. Oh, hopefully it'll be better. Things will start looking better. But definitely after I see the cardiologist, between that and this water weight, then I should be good. And the thyroid pill. And I got my extra diabetes pill. So between those three things, Alzheimer's is no joke, people. And I'm just early stage, so I don't like it. Those three things should, he said, put me in better state of mind and better health. So we'll see how good this doctor is, because this is the 4th one I've had since I've been going over there. They keep dropping out and going to start their own practice. Well, this is a private practice, and they have 4 suites and 4 doctors, and then I guess they just kind of step in there to get their money to go out and do their own. I don't know, but 4 doctors in 4 years. So okay, enough of that. I broke down about a Temu. I know a lot of people, the YouTubers are saying Temu's back, but not my part of Florida. It's not. There's if you go to clearance or summer flash sale, which I think that's gone now. I think it's just clearance. You can get some scroll quite a bit and get all straight Temu, but it didn't have much to offer. But I got a few things just so I could get my, I don't want to say algorithm, but you know what I mean? Get in there so they'll throw more Temu and not local warehouse my way. I ordered up a just $25 order because I had one thing for a penny that, if I can get it for a penny, then I'm going to go ahead and put an order in. But mostly right now it's stickers and jewelry, which I'm not buying any more jewelry. I finally got rid of all that. I did a giveaway with it. It was jewelry and stickers and what else was there? A lot of jewelry, no stickers. I can't even think, but it wasn't a lot. But there was one thing I wanted, and it was $10, so I got that. Then I got that thing for 1 penny. And then I ordered a couple of kitchen items. Ordered those. But at least it's a Temu order. And I was looking this morning before I went to the doctor, I was looking, and I found some more things, so I might put another order in before the tariff goes back on. Well, anyways, I told you my friend was going to Korea for 2 weeks, and then Japan for a week, and coming home. Well, she didn't end up they didn't go to Japan. They spent the whole time in Korea, so I guess they had so much to see. Her friend that she went with wanted to go on the my friend's from South Korea. Her friend wanted to go on the northern side, on the border, that side of it. And Oaken was scared to go there because she is Korean, and she was scared that they were going to take her and wouldn't let her out of the country. But even though she's got a U.S. citizenship, she no longer has Korean nationalization papers. She was scared. So that week she didn't have much fun. But the first week 2 weeks. She stayed with her sister. Well, they were all adopted, but the three of them were raised in the same orphanage. They call each other sisters. She stayed with the older sister there for a week, and then they went into down more middle of Korea, and they stayed there for a week, and then they went to the border, North Korea, South Korea border area. I forgot what names. But she brought me back some souvenirs. Anyways, my point I was getting to. This is from Busan. Korea, Busan, I don't know. But this is supposed to mimic a restaurant. These buildings are, get that out of there so you can see it. The buildings over there are like 12, 13 stories high. And this is supposed to be in a restaurant that they ate in. They stayed in a motel and ate in the restaurant. Now you could look out the window and this is what you see. So this is supposed to be the tables. But these are houses. And across there is the business district. Can't focus it so you can see how many stories it is. But away. Well, that's the bridge. And that's the top of the building, so. That's Busan. I think that's how she pronounced it. And she brought back lots and lots of pictures, over 200, I think it was 230 pictures she had. This is beautiful over there. I was surprised. I didn't think it was that pretty. And she went to Seoul. They went shopping in Seoul. And stayed a night in a motel and ate and whatnot. So this is Seoul. You see that? My thumbs are in the way. That's Seoul, and see the little rooftops. And I think that's where they MASH, weren't it? Seoul, Korea. And then she brought me home this because it's a official Korean attire. Wardrobe, whatever you want to call it. I know I have a picture of her when she gave me when she first came here. She still wore her Korean attires. And she had something like this on, but it was red. And she didn't speak a word of English. Long time now. It says it's a memo holder, so I guess you put piece of cardboard in there, but I guess you could put a little memo pad in there. I don't know. But anyways, it's cute. Really fancy. And that. And then she went to oh no, I've forgotten which part of the country she told me that she was at. This is another part of Korea. They went spend a day, and I can't remember. But this is a official Korean money bag. I guess when you give people money for like their birthdays or anniversaries or graduations, whatever, you put it in here. And this is what you gift them. There's this little tie. These are all knots. All knots. You see the workmanship on that. Little tiny knots. Yeah, so she got me this. And she told me she didn't put any money in it, and I said, well, thought Korean customs. She said, I'm a U.S. citizen. I said, okay. And she said she spent too much money. I bet. I guess the whole trip cost her $5,100. So that's not too bad. That was the flight was $2,100 for round trip. So I mean, they had to stay in motels and they had to eat out every meal, and then they went sightseeing. They rented a car. That cost money, you know. So yeah, I think she did pretty good. And then she got me this in a gift shop. See, this makes me mad because the city, this one and this one are from the cities that she was raised in, and I can't remember. I'll have to ask her again. But this is a purse charm, which is all the rage over there. Purse charms, purse charms, purse charms. Goodness. Open on the back. It has little hearts. It's quite thick. And then the front of it is gems, fake gems. Like little fake diamonds. But I thought it was cute. And I like cows, so. She said she tried to find Highland, but this is all they had. And when she asked if they had Highland cow, they didn't know what she was talking about, so they just kept bringing her over cows, these are black and white cows. So she picked up this one. And she got a little stuffed, what was it? Koala bear for her purse charm. That was it. She brought back, what, 5 souvenirs? Yep, 5 souvenirs. And this one, she brought to Jacob. It's a bottle of Korean beer. And she said, "A beer in there, but you know it's not. Sealed. You can't get to it. You have to break the bottle, drink the beer, but whatever. We know it's not, but we humored her. Yeah, she did try to bring back a real bottle of beer, but she said she couldn't get through customs. So. And this is the one she brought him back when she went to Peru. So now he has 2 bottle openers. So I guess that's all I have for you. I'm supposed to get that little Temu order 12th to the 17th. So that'll be rolling in. Probably by the weekend. But as soon as I get a little energy back and I'm feeling a little bit better and I don't have to sit here with my feet elevated so they don't swell, and they swell anyways. Just get a little ounce energy. I'll start back with my, regular videos. And I'm so happy that nobody's dropped off. I still have all my subscribers. Nobody quit because I haven't been, making appearances. Everybody's hung in there with me. I'm gonna try to get back. Hopefully by end of July, I should have enough health back to get back into it again. But I will do the Temu order when I get it. And I might, like I said, put in another one. You guys scroll through it. I'm trying to think of something. I mean, I know I can sit here and do the crafts, but I don't have the energy. I'm just so tired. I get up, I go take a nap, I get up, eat supper, I go to bed. I'm in bed by 6:30. Sleep 7-8 hours, get up, sit here, looks dazed. I just don't have no energy. I don't like that. I mean, even before, when my legs are hurting or my back's hurting, I can sit here and do something. But I got no interest whatsoever. He put me back on my Zoloft, my depression meds. He put me back on them, and I have to start doing the telemed with the psychiatrist again, because he says he doesn't want me to get it. He thinks I'm starved and he doesn't want me to get into that deep depression again. So he refilled that, and he gave me the referral so I could get the telemed. And I can sit here and do it. I don't have to go out. That's it. I hope that you continue to stick around. I greatly appreciate you. I'll try to do at least check in once a week and let you know I'm still alive. And I'll try to get back on track, I promise. I'm so close to 400, and I just went AWOL for the last month, 6 weeks. No. But they're still there. They didn't quit me. And I so appreciate that. It makes me so happy. And everybody checking in and asking if I'm okay. That too, that puts me through the roof. Makes me happy, happy, happy. So I'm gonna let you go. I've rambled on long enough, but that's my update from my doctors. As I told you, I went and she wanted me to come back in a week to go with blood work with me and stuff, and then the doctor, ARPN is the one I see, and then she works for a doctor, but this doctor today was new and I like him, so we'll see how long that lasts before he's gone, and then I'm just going to go somewhere else because I'm tired of this. Alright, bye. Have a great day and the rest of your week. And if that Temu comes in the next few days, I'll make a video, post that Temu. Bye.